Yeah, what's going on, everybody? I guess it's time for me to introduce myself. I'm Cowboy Bill. I write a little bit on Lone Star Struck from time to time. I made a Super Bowl video and I kind of went off a little bit on it. First impressions can mean a lot, and I probably came off a little bit rough. But man, I hate Pittsburgh. You have no idea. But that was a good game. Super Bowl was good. You know, I mean, the ending wasn't very good. You know, the fact that Pittsburgh won obviously didn't make me very happy. Matter of fact, it didn't make me happy at all. And you know, 2 days into it, I'm already sick of hearing about them. I guess one thing that really aggravates me when it comes to Pittsburgh is everybody talking about how they play with class, how it's a classy organization, and all that other stuff. Kind of makes me a little bit crazy considering, you know, the way James Harrison acted during the game when he basically assaulted a Cardinal out there. Really no reason other than the fact that he was frustrated because he couldn't get to the quarterback. I don't think he scored right before the half. I think that he was a little bit short. That would have made a difference, obviously. But, you know, maybe it's just sour grapes on my part because those assholes got number 6 before we did. But that's alright. They got number 4 before we did too, and we took care of business in the 90s, and we can do it again, so that's not really a big deal. But I got to admit, when I looked on Yahoo today and they were referring to Pittsburgh as Sixburg, I kind of threw up a little bit in my mouth, you know what I mean? That's just, oh boy. But I'm pretty much done talking about the Super Bowl. Cardinals played pretty good, but they turned out to be the Cardinals like they always were. With the exception of they fell ass first into the Super Bowl simply because the Cowboys didn't get the job done when they should have. But we'll be alright. I've seen worse. I've seen a lot worse. Been through a lot worse. Been pulling for the Cowboys since 1977, so I've seen a lot. I've seen them up, I've seen them down, I've seen them way down. We ain't that far away. Just a couple of adjustments and we'll be fine. This goes out to Martellus Bennett. You know, I'm a subscriber of Marty TV, and to be completely honest with you, I'm not that crazy about it. You know, what I'd like for you to do is I would like for you to get on YouTube, and I'd like for you to explain to me and the rest of the Cowboys fans what you're going to do in the off season to make sure that this team is ready come 2009. And I don't care about how well you play Halo on Xbox, and I don't care how many tattoos you have. Hell, I got tattoos myself, see? Got one right there, but you know, who gives a shit, really? I mean, come on. Dude, you're acting like a kid. You're a professional football player. And I'm going to keep subscribing to you, and I'm going to keep watching it, and every now and then you'll get a chuckle out of me, but overall, man, you're not really impressing me very much. All you're doing is showing me your immaturity. So I'd appreciate it if you get back down to business sooner or later, rather sooner than later, because, man, what you're doing right now is just making us look like a joke. You know, yeah, you're getting some fans out there. You probably, you know, somebody commented, said something about, yeah, you'll have more jersey sales. Who gives a shit about your jersey sales? I care about your touchdowns. I care about your production. I care about this team. You need to show me and the millions and millions of other Cowboys fans that you care about this team. We don't need another Terrell Owens. Unfortunately, we have one, and that's one too many. Now, about Terrell Owens, my advice to you, Terrell Owens, is maybe learn to shut the hell up from time to time. You know, don't give big interviews to Deion Sanders right before a big game, talking about how they don't utilize you properly and how you don't do this and you don't do that and you're not being used to the best of your abilities and all that other stuff, man. Because, you know what, dude, you're getting paid a lot of money. The king's ransom for a child's game. So suck it up, shut up, play football, and this team might win a Super Bowl again. Tony Romo. Oh, if this is the worst thing that happens to me, then I've led a pretty good life. Yeah, well, Romo, dude, it's a bad attitude to have. You know, you've shown all year long, and I've written about it at Lone Star Struck. I've written about how you have this lax attitude, this nonchalant attitude when it comes to turnovers. You did it all year long, and you always made excuses. You know, they had our offense figured out. You got to give the other team credit, dude. You need to take blame. You know, that's the bottom line. You played like shit pretty much all year. You turned the ball over way, way, way too much for a guy getting paid the money you're getting paid. So suck it up, buddy. And I'm hoping the Cowboys draft a quarterback this year to put the heat on you, because you've gotten lazy. Yeah, some of you guys I used to have on my MySpace. I don't have a MySpace anymore. I got tired of messing with it. But, yeah, like Mosh, appreciate that, dude. Shango, appreciate it. You know, appreciate a little bit of advice when it comes to making videos. And, yeah, you guys give me a chance. You'd be surprised what I have to say. See ya.